Hello, Magic Family. Thank you for returning back on my channel on Magical Raven Tarot. I want to say that I am really very grateful for all the messages that I'm receiving lately and the comments as well. I am paying attention to everything that you guys are writing to me, even if it has to do with the content that I'm posting and the small details that needs to be adjusted. My channel, it's at the beginning, as you guys might see. So thank you so much for all the support and the good vibe behind it. It's very constructive for me and it really motivates me to keep going with my content. I'm glad that you guys enjoy the videos so much, and as well I receive suggestions about the themes that you guys want to find out in my videos. So for today's reading I prepared this oracle card, this oracle deck, this beautiful oracle deck. It's from Golden Reverie Lenormand, and we do have those three crystals, the red Jasper, the green Jade, and the tiger eye. And we're gonna find out today what it's coming next, what it's next in your career path. So let me pull three cards for pile number one. Let's ask the spirit nicely what it's coming next in the career path. So we have pile number one, pile number two, and pile number three. So now we will just move to the shuffle process for each pile in part and see you. Alright, so now that we have the oracle cards and the tarot cards in my right, we're gonna use one oracle card from each deck and then two oracle cards from each tarot decks, and we're gonna find out what is next in your career path, what it will happen in your career as well. So let's start shuffle the cards, and we will pick one oracle card from this deck for pile number one. What is coming next in your career? Oops, I got it. Let's see for pile number two what is coming next. And pile number three. There it is. I will take this one for pile one, this one for pile two, and this one for pile three. All right. And now with the tarot cards, what is coming next in your career path for pile number one? We have one, and two, I'll take this one for pile number 2. And now for pile number 3, what is coming next in your career path. I will take this one, and I will also take this one. Okay. One and 2. Let's see for pile number 2 what is coming next. 1. Alright, I will take this one. The second card. This I will take for pile number 3. And let's pull one more from this deck. All right. One. And 2. I take this one for pile number 2, and now for pile number 3. What is coming next in your career path, and this one. Alright, so now that we have the oracle cards and the tarot cards, we will just move to the reading, and I hope you guys already choose one pile that you resonate with. Always trust your intuition, because your intuition, it's guiding you towards the correct path. So trust your intuition, which crystal you feel drawn to mostly, and like that you can pick up the pile that it's really meant to have the information that will arrive at you. Hey pile number 1, so let's see the cards for those who choose this beautiful red Jade. It looks like this. Okay. And let's see the cards for pile number 1. And let's see what is going on in your career path. So we do have the house, we have exciting, vision, the Four of Cups, the Knight of Swords, we do have the Five of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Water, which is the Five of Cups, and the Cow, which is like the Judgment card. All right. So I see here with the house card that you are very focused right now on your family, and you base your ground in your home, and you have your stability and comfort from there. You take your stability, you find your stability and comfort in your home. And maybe it's the way how you arrange the things and the environment around, but what surrounds you, it really show your estate as well. And it will dictate also your future estate from so on. And the sanctuary is the place where is the family and the home, and that offers shelter from the world. So we see here also those gates opened. So it could be that you might be nostalgic, thinking on childhood fairy tales, and the house, it's really built it like a fairy. And I can see here that you like, when it comes about your career, to really establish a very strong foundation in your home environment, and from there from that comfort that you build it for yourself, you gather the energy, and you have those visions, as we see here in this card, and those downloads of information where you could really build and bring a lot of energy into your career or on your workplace as well. And I can see here that with the exciting card, in the pursuit of fun and excitement, you are really aware of the subtle and the precious things that may slip by whilst that you could be distracted, and you create excitement at your workplace or in your career, and that doesn't always come naturally. Sometimes we seek it from outside of ourselves and look to other sources to fulfill this need, but you are known for being excitable, and this one is for many traits that people love about you, especially when it comes about your work also. And you possess such high energy levels, pile number 1. You leave people feeling recharged and renewed. But you might get tired from it because you are a people pleaser. You might work in an area where you please other people, and you take care that they feel good, or you take care that they get the service really the way how they want it. And you have to be careful to recharge your energy levels, because you don't want to get tired or sick about that. And we have the sun in pieces here. That tells me that you're gonna have a fortune where you use your understanding and your sympathy, and you are able to make sacrifices to get what you need and what you want, because you are that type of person who is really extremely sensitive to the thoughts and the feelings of the others, and you give a lot of sympathy and feeling for the others. And it could be that other people in your career path could have taken advantage of that and made you do what they wanted. But the opposite side of this coin, it's the pop star, the fashion leader, or the ad man who knows exactly how to tap into and exploit the mass feelings of the moment. And I can see here that you have this capacity to make sacrifices where you use a lot of your imagination and you put it into reality. You could also might be working in an area where you use a lot of creativity and dreamy escape, because we have the fairy house also here. Maybe a long distance voyage. Some of you might be traveling with the work, or really is this vibe of get away from it all activity. And to me, this card, it shows also that you might have a new interest when it comes about your career. Some of you might really be able to work in psychology or do some psychic research as well. But in the future, you might be involved with a large institution, and that service to others will provide great satisfaction, recognition, and fulfillment. And we have also here the Four of Cups and the Knight of Swords. And I see that we see here this girl who is resting her arms crossed under a tree, and she's really taking time for herself. And even if the rain is quite unpleasant to her, she does not really care about the duck offering her this umbrella to protect her from getting wet. And the umbrellas for separate colors, because we have 4 different colors here on the umbrella, symbolize the different perspectives and attitudes you can choose in life to change a situation. So some of you might be right now in your career path, might feel some sort of indifference and withdrawal. I could even say passivity, apathy, or retreat. Some of you might have actually retreated from their activity that you were doing until now. And usually with the Four of Cups, in a career context, it indicates that you might feel bored or unsatisfied in your career, and you may feel like your career has become stagnant. And in terms of both money and career, you are really obvious open to the opportunities. You might not be open actually to the opportunities around you because you might be busy noticing what the others have around you. So if you focus on yourself and you find gratitude for what you already have, and you might open yourself up to the opportunities that are around you, then you will find that things and they will improve as well. And we have also the Knight of Swords here. And that tells me that you are really a very ambitious person. You have those talents that you could use in your career, where you use your ambition and your drive and determination, and you know what you want, pile number 1. You know what you want to achieve, and you are doing for it. And you know that who dares wins. So you can use your boldness, you can be brave, you can be really daring and courageous and really go after what you want with full speed. But to me, it tells me also that it might be, for some of you, it represents a big change in your career or an arrival or departure of some kind. So you may get the promotion you're hoping for, or a new job or change of industry. So whatever the case it is here, it will be a positive change for pile number 1, and one that you have been wishing for. So seize it with both hands right now, because oh, that's interesting, because now I see we have the sword. So for some of you it might not resonate with all of you, but for some of you it could really indicate a career in a police force or military that will switch you. And the Knight of Swords, it's also a positive upswing in finances or big opportunities coming your way. So you may get a great investment opportunity or an unexpected financial windfall. And I see also here with the 5 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles that you are crafting something. It's amazing. I love this picture, how all those friends meet here all together and they use this containment here, and those cats here meeting. And sometimes it is hard to work with other people. I understand that. But other times it could really be impossible. And you have to think that it's really... even if there are people who are quite different than you, they might have different skills and different knowledgeables, and just think of what you could achieve if you could actually cooperate. Because here in this picture, they are like discussing between each other about if they use the good recipe, the other one is discussing what the other ones are discussing, and someone is in the middle here trying to listen everyone, and it's gonna be really a very interesting containment with the potions that they are doing here. But the idea behind is to use the most powerful ingredients in, or the best recipe, to see in which direction to steer the pot, because that's what they discuss. And they are too busy arguing, nobody is steering the pot, and you can almost see the explosion that is sure to come. So let's hope that everyone is coming to their senses in time, and remember that they can achieve much more working together if they can all just stop trying to be the one who is right. And it could be that you might be dealing in your work, in your career right now, with a chaotic situation involving other people, especially with the co-workers. But maybe you can be the peacemaker. Maybe you are the one who can really help everyone come together in a more productive way. Maybe this is a situation that can be resolved, and you will be better off if you walk away or bring a new idea inside. Because if you wake up that you can really put all those co-workers together, and you can make other people behave reasonably, you can at least make sure that you aren't making things out from your ego, and that you did your best or from your pride, and that didn't really stay in your way to cooperate. So that's a very interesting approach here with the Five of Wands. And I also see that even if some of you might have had conflict or competition in the workplace, and which indicated strikes and hours, maybe you had to compete with other clients or projects to really get noticed. But if you want to succeed, you have to fight for it, pile number one, because there are a lot of big egos to contend with here with this Five of Wands. And it might be, for some of you, might be really going working in an area where it's a lot of competition, or industries such as sales or PR or stockbroking, and it could be also professional sports for some people, but it signifies creative clashes. So you might find yourself hammering out some new ideas with your team when it appears. It could be also that you may have a bit of financial struggle on your hands at the moment, but it's not a permanent one, pile number one. In the short term, you may just have to fight to get your finances to where you want them to be. And if you have conflicts with others around money, such as arguments about overspending with a romantic partner or a business partner, or having to fight for a refund for a purchase that you were unhappy with, this is not, it's temporary, and it can be really fixed, I can see here. And with the Eight of Pentacles, this is a really very positive card for pile number one. This signifies a new job for some of you. And if you start a business, this is a welcome positive card, because it could indicate also self-employment or building a business or trade, but it brings success here. Because even if you are not planning a career change, it signifies accomplishments and achieving goals. So things should be in your field. Things should be going well in a work setting when this card shows up. And you might find yourself achieving a level of mastery in your work, or becoming a specialist or expert in your field. And I kind of see that some of you might be in an educational field. You can choose that as well, because some of you might start to get a scholarship with this card or achieving qualifications that they need for future. And if some of you are already in a business, the quality or craftsmanship of your work and your attention to detail will earn you a great reputation and trade will flow. So this will be achieved by hard work, dedication, and diligence. And you will have rewards for hard work as well, and success and achievement. So all the hard work that you have previously put into your financial planning should now be paying off, and you should be quite comfortable financially. So this card tells me that you should use some of your financial success to help the others which are less fortunate also. And this, it looks really very beautiful, because for some of you, I get this vibe of living an area where it was a lot of conflict and nobody was doing anything, and then you just start doing it by yourself. So you are very powerful, pile number 1, very courageous. So I admire you, whoever you are. And I can see also here the 5 of Cups and the Judgment. And the 5 of Cups tells me that some of you might have lost a job or the collapse of a business. And I can see that it's under 4 of Cups here, which tells me that that is the reason for you to, that you were so sad and you couldn't really see the other opportunities. And I can see that if you were, some of you might have been in a business or a business partner or staff member that abandoned the company, and maybe you were the one who really left the business or abandoning a business plan. And even if that was very unwelcome and you had a lot of difficult change in circumstances, there is still something that can be salvaged from the situation. So try not to let anger and frustration or despair overwhelm you, because it can also represent a career in grief or trauma counseling for some of you. But if it was a financial loss here, now it's not a time to be frivolous with money or to make investments. And if you have suffered a recent bereavement, you will receive some sort of inheritance, I can see here. So if you lost some money, you will receive a part of it. You didn't lose everything. And I can see the call under the Knight of Swords. And the call, if we look good at the picture, it's this beautiful angel who really holds this trumpet above. And he has so beautiful white wings, and he's like calling up on you. And the call card, it's similar with the Judgment card from other decks. And you are assessed and evaluated. It's an indication that you might be assessed or evaluated, and you may be in the running for a promotion and not even know it. But you are being watched. And if you've been letting projects slide lately, now it's really the time to pick up the slack before you lose an opportunity. And the Judgment card, the call card, tells you to really be careful with money and not to make snap judgments. Make sure you have all the information you need to make an informed decision before making any big purchases or investments. And it can also indicate a loss in a lawsuit, so don't do anything that could be really negligent or lead you to trouble, like dangerous driving. And make sure any insurance you need to have, it's up to date. So be careful with all the papers, prepare yourself for those of you who get a scholarship, because you are, with the Knight of Swords here and with the 8 of Pentacles, you are boarding yourself on a journey where you will be on your own. You have the skills and the assets to really work in the areas that you desire. So this is quite interesting what is happening for pile number 1, because you give up on something that wasn't really satisfying you anymore, or it didn't work anymore. And it doesn't really have to be because of you. It could be from another person involved, and now you reevaluate everything, and you discuss probably with your closest ones, and you argue about what choices you should make. But with the Knight of Swords here, I'm seeing you flying on this beautiful white feather, and I can see that you are really leading, and you will succeed in what you are crafting here. So that was my reading for pile number 1. I hope you really enjoy it, and see you at the next reading. Hey, pile number 2. So for those of you who choose this beautiful green Jade, it looks like this. I hope you guys see it. It's quite very beautiful. Let's see the cards and see what is going on in your career and in your career path. So we do have the cross. We have acknowledgement. We have inheritage. The Ace of Wands. I can see that someone here is studying. We have the Tower. We do have the King of Wands. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Page of Water, which is the Page of Cups. And we have the Three of Earth, which is the Three of Pentacles. All right. So now that we have the cards, let me just put this here. Okay. Now that we have the cards, I already see here for pile number 2 that you are studying something, or you already completed some studies. You get some promotion because I see you here learning, that you learned a lot. And with the cross card here, I can see that there is a lot of hope and belief, faith in the things that you know, and you apply that in your work very much. And I can see also here that some of you might have been sad, because the cross brings also sadness and grief, probably even ordeals, some sort of pain or suffering and guilt. This is the area, and it could be some sort of lamentation, and where you asked for prayers and supplications. And it's a symbol of state of suffering, universal and unavoidable. And you might have been carrying the burdens of others who are not really accountable for their actions. So this is like the cross that we have to bear. And this card, it's calling you to take responsibility despite the cost. And it will bring also redemption, of course, depending very much on the other cards. But I see here that we have the acknowledgement card. And to me, the acknowledgement card means that you really know some things, you are aware of some things here, and especially the things that you learned so much with the Ace of Wands energy here. you are very challenged in your career, in your work, and you accepted as well your own imperfections. It really allowed you to be vulnerable, and this is within your vulnerability that true growth follows. So acknowledgement of self is the only acceptance you need to search for, as we are divinely perfect within our own imperfections. So there is no shame in acknowledging and accepting assistance when needed. You might get the assistance that you really ask for it, but here the act of giving is as important as the act of receiving. So honor to the other person and acknowledge their offer to assist you. As sometimes it is more about the giver and less about you. So you might welcome the support that it's being offered to you, because the person offering support, it's equally as happy that you are accepting of their offer. So the offer does not require anything from you in return. So stop looking for a reason into this on your own, because it will bring this offer that you will receive, it will bring equal rewards to both parts. And that is a very nice card here, because I see with the in heritage, where it's the Saturn in Scorpio, and Saturn means ambition. You are very ambitious, and Scorpio brings self-control and regeneration. So some of you might be working in an area where you share the property with other people, where it's required a lot of self-discipline and responsibility. You are very perfectionist in your work, and you are able to take this to extremes. Maybe you gained your reputation among workmates and colleagues of really being a very hard taskmaster. I see a persistent energy here in order to achieve aims, and you accepted a great deal of personal hardship in the process. So because of this ability that you have it, you might find it difficult to realize when you have taken on too much to the detriment of your health. So with this card, you have to really look at this excessive drive that you might have it. If you get good advice, it's good to avoid those extremes when it comes about work. And some of you might be working in areas where other people have problems, legal problems or financial problems. And in this role that you might have it, you provide and you are sure that you keep everything above board. Because the Saturn Scorpio personality can be quite successful when it comes about that. And the Scorpio ruleship of the 8th house, there is a promise of an inheritance of some kind when this card appear. And maybe some of you are managers or managing an inheritance, dealing with other people's properties, selling on behalf of another person, an executor of a will, or a situation that involves long and patient work here. And I can see for pile number 2 that there is a confident woman here, and she really looks at this beautiful peony plant, and this plant emerged out of the book that she is reading. And this plant is really growing big into the heavens, and the petals of the flower bloom wide open. And the plant stands for the imagination and the ideas that are growing and they are expanding in your mind. So the book here symbolizes the foundation on which new creative opportunities can develop. And you feel very inspired and very motivated. You have a lot of creative potential and initiative. There will be shown to you also opportunities where you can put your passion into action. And I see here, because you have under the Ace of Wands, the Six of Wands, you are a giver, and you also, some of you might be working in areas where you offer charity actions, or you offer help, receive money from one side and then put them on another side. And I can see here that maybe you were waiting for a promotion or a job application, but this is a good omen because that indicates happy news. And I see here also the Tower. And for me, the Tower, when it comes about career, it might be that something really ended here, and you had to end a job that you didn't really felt happy anymore with it, and you had to really probably you've been through a situation where you weren't really secure. You didn't felt that that job it brings you security. But that indicates, the Tower here indicates a big change in your current position, which will bring you some stress and may prove difficult at the beginning, but ultimately it will lead you to a better position or more security. For instance, the company you might work for could be bought over by another company, which could cause you a lot of stress or uncertainty for a while, but may eventually lead to a more secure job. And financially speaking, you have to be careful with the money, because you have to avoid risky investments here. So there may be an unexpected upheaval coming. So if you haven't put any money aside for the rainy days, you'd better do so quickly now. And I also see here with the King of Wands and the Six of Wands, there is a lot of fire, by the way, because I see the Ace of Wands, the King of Wands, the Six of Wands, and Wands are about, it's a fire energy, by the way. I kind of sense it Aries and Leo and Sagittarius, but we have also here Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, and we have also the Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. So I can sense here that with the King of Wands, you are motivated and energetic and action orientated when a job appears for you or an opportunity appears for you. And you have gained, with the King of Wands here and the Ace of Wands, you have gained the wisdom to know that you have to think things through properly before you act, and to know when to hang back a bit. So you have the experience, the confidence, and the leadership skills that you need. And you may already, probably some of you may be a mentor or a boss or a leader. But if you are thinking of starting your own business, this card is really a very good omen. It tells you that you have the capability to make it a success. And it indicates also that a mature older male who has some of the qualities of the King of the Wands. Some of the qualities of the King of the Wands are a bold leader, very powerful, courageous. He can see the big picture. He can overcome the challenges. He have a lot of vision here and take control. So when this male figure appear in your reading, I can see that it will help you actually to advance in your career or business. And some of you might be enterprising and might be feeling innovative when this card appears, but you are in control and good at managing your money here and your career. And I see with the Six of Wands here success and victory. Some of you might have won a promotion or a new job, or success. With success, you guys might have completed a project that produced great results. And if some of you are in business, this card gives the confirmation that you really achieved this great level of success here. You have shown great drive, enthusiasm, I can see here, and leadership to achieve your victory. So enjoy the moment, don't let it go to your head. You will have financial success, so you should find your finances are on the up when it appears this card, and you have worked hard and now you are reaping the rewards. I can see that you're gonna reap the rewards now and you're gonna advance in your career path. And I see you getting help from another male figure, or perhaps it's your energy here where you really are in control in managing all the choices that you are doing. And this is a very beautiful picture. Both are beautiful, but this one especially because he looks here like some of you might be teaching others that don't know exactly this area. And you share with the others. Doesn't matter the age, doesn't matter the race, doesn't matter the culture. You share your knowledge. And you have so much to offer, so much acknowledgement. And that is very beautiful, pile number 2. You are a very kind person. I also see here with the page of water that some of you might be waiting for a word about a promotion or a job application, but this indicates to me good news. The page of water represents also this dreamer energy. So if you are unhappy with your current work situation or things don't really go as well as you'd like, make sure you are taking positive or proactive steps to improve things and not just dreaming about it. And if you are spending your time wishing for a better career instead of working hard to get the career you want, you need to stop dreaming and make things happen. Put the things that you are dreaming on into action. And I can see that some of you might be drawn to work in career paths like arts or fashion industry. This is a card of poetry as well, art. And there will be good financial news here because you have, it carries this energy, it carries the warning to put the work in with regards to financial planning and investments. But just be careful, don't really jump in a naively way to investments or purchases. So make sure you've done your research with the book here before parting with your cash and before choosing the job. Because this job that you're gonna have, it will put you in a position higher that you were before, and it will change with the tower energy here. It will change everything that you did until now, and probably you will have to study something a little bit more and gain this acknowledgement to really put into work to offer to the others and counsel others also, I can see here. And we have the 3 of earth energy. So some of you might have a really great work ethic and commitment and determination, and you will be putting a lot of effort into your career or business and build on previous successes. And you might be learning in your job or studying to improve your qualification as well. So it really, all the cards are like 2 times saying that you will learn something to improve the qualifications. And you are dedicated and you pay attention to detail, and you will not be going unnoticed here. So you will achieve, you will get the recognition and the rewards that you deserve. And some of you may need to collaborate with others to complete a project. So if so is the case, the collaboration should go well as you all combine your various skills and come together as a team to achieve a successful outcome. So if you have recently started a business, this represents growth for pile number 2. And coming through the initial challenges really successfully. So for a tradesperson, I can see a good workmanship here, and soon you will be rewarded for your efforts. So any financial struggles should soon be a distant memory, as your hard work and determination will pay off for pile number 2. So that was my reading for pile number 2. I hope you really enjoy it and you get your answers. And see you at the next reading. Hey, pile number 3. So we have this beautiful crystal, the tiger eye crystal, and it looks like this. Let's see the cards for pile number 3 to see what will happen in your career, in your work. So we do have the fox card. The fox is very wise and strategic. We have peaceful. We have practicality. We have the Three of Pentacles. We also have the King of Wands. We have the Four of Swords. We do have the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, that's so beautiful colors. Like I can see green here and green here and green here, which to me tells me that it's the symbol of money. We have the Six of Earth, which is the Six of Pentacle. Very beautiful cards. You have pile number 3, green everywhere. And the Ten of Air, which is the Ten of Swords here. All right, so let's see. We have the Fox card here, which is quite very interesting for pile number 3, because this is a warning that you have to look around you. To not fall victim for manipulation of others, or others to try to fool you at all. And you might have to sneaky to really be very strategic and have a clear vision of what is happening around you, because this is a trickster card, and it could bring cunning and plotting for good or ill, depending on the other cards. But with the other cards where I see peaceful and practicality, that tells me that you really are very strategic here, and you really know what you want. It's like we see this beautiful fox looking at the bird here on this yard, and he or she acting like he's really sure that he will get his bird. And there is a popular tale here called Reynard the Fox. And this collections of tales depicted Reynard as a false prophet, and many traditional interpretation of the fox card still carry this sense of false gospel. So be aware of trickery and deception, because the fox here symbolizes these traits and more. Be aware of the charmer who makes you smile. All is not as it seems. And that when you are aware of those things and you are really being strategic in your work, you will gain this peacefulness. You will gain this peace, inner peace. You will bring peace as well to the others who might not be paying attention so much at details like you. And I see here practicality as well. So if I look at the cards, first of all, what I'm sensing here, it's a lot of money. I don't know what you guys are working or you will be working. I'm gonna see it now deeper. But it's a lot of work behind, practical work, because I see here those birds holding this I can see here, let me look a little bit closer, because it's like building something. If we look closer here, so some of you might be working in construction or really things that has to do a lot with the nature, with the earth here. So I'm kind of getting from the peaceful card and the practicality that you guys might be working in these areas where you really put a lot of work, especially physical work. It could be involved here, and it could be as well where you work together with the other people, and you might be forceful or demanding to get what you really want, but you have to know that you could attain the same outcome when you are respectful and calm, and this is what really brings real peace at the end of the day. So I see you working with many other people where everything is calm and peaceful, and creating this environment with the other people where you find your place of peace. That's what I'm kind of getting the vibe from it. Even if there is house around you, and if someone is getting caught up with the fox energy here, in some sort of dramatic issues, where you are included as well, you know that this has to stop, and it could really impact your well-being. So you take a huge step back and let the others fight among themselves. You don't need any part of it. You know how to bring this peace inside of you and really put it into practice in your work. And I see here with the practicality card, the moon in Capricorn. And to me, moon means security, and Capricorn means duty and perseverance. So you are very cautious and probably restrained in expressing everything that you see that it's happening at your work among the other people. You are very practical, and you give material answers. If you are asked, you don't really, with the moon in Capricorn, you don't really respond from an emotional place. I could see here. You don't really care how the other people see you, but you prefer to hold the emotional responses to yourself and the feelings, just to maintain an image of an outer calm, because you know that you could have, with the moon energy here, you could have really an oversensitive reaction if you are triggered. So in a society, in a career, in a workplace, you know that it's quite very important to stay calm, to really not carry yourself with the emotions which could disturb the peace of the others and with yourself. So that is very strategic here, I could say, and very smart also, because it seems that this type of attitude, it inspires the others as well at your workplace. Even if they won't recognize it, they admire you for that skill that you have it. And with the Three of Pentacles here, we see these parrots helping this girl. She builds a flower from bricks, and all the three figures works as a team. So some of you might be working in team, helping each other, because I see here with the practicality card as well, working in team. Some of you might be working in a family business as well, because I see the mother figure here very strong. And those people that work with you, they really help you and you help them as well. And there is this vibe of bringing success in a collaborative project, and each has something useful to contribute because they respect each other and value the other's opinion and knowledge. Together, it will be a very huge success. So there is a lot of teamwork and cooperation here, where the skills are really combined, and it will bring harmony and really good fortune, I could say. And with the King of Wands, I can sense that there is really very interesting here, because the King of Wands is looking towards this woman who is resting. So it might be for some of you that things will be going really well on the work front, on the career path. You are very motivated and energetic and action orientated, and you have gained the wisdom to know that you have to think things through properly before you act. So you really know when to step back, when to move forward, and you have the experience and the leadership skills that you need and the confidence. You also have this skill, and that's very interesting. I see now for pile number 3, like you know to work in a team, and then it looks like you are beating the drum here because you're really looking forward to the moments when you can rest as well. You know when to step forward and when to retreat to gain your energy. And you are a very good strateg with this. I could say even a little bit tricky, because if you need a day off, you know how to take it, and that's quite a very beautiful and interesting. So you do look forward these moments when you can really meditate and do whatever you like to do and really disconnect from the other things that you notice them very clearly at your workplace. And I see here also that some of you may be a mentor or a boss or a leader, but if you are thinking to start your own business, that is a very good omen, this card, because it tells you that you have the capacity to really do that. But I'm seeing you here more like looking forward to retreat, to take a rest, to really contemplate what you experienced until now, because maybe there was some sort of pressure at work, and maybe you have been stressed and worried, and that overwhelmed you, and it led you to a mental overload here with the swords, with the 4 of Swords. And for you it might be hard to cope, and you need some rest and relaxation so you can regroup and get yourself back on the track with the 7 of Pentacles here. So that's quite interesting, the way how you use your strategies and how you balance your energy in that way that you don't lose the track of anything. And of course, this I can sense here that if you feel overwhelmed mentally with the pressure, that you don't believe that things can change at work or in your career, that is, however, only your perception. It's not as bad as you think it is, because there is always a solution, and you need to try and relax, gather your thoughts. Don't allow negativity to cloud your thoughts, because your hard work with the 7 of Pentacles here will start to pay off. And things should be going well on the work front when it appears in the reading for pile number 3. And I see here a lot of ambition, a lot of goals, and the manifestation of aims. So now it's a great time to do some reflection. With both of the cards indicate this. Take stock of your business or career to date and focus your energies into achieving your goals. You may be at a crossroad in terms of which direction you take next, but these cards indicate plans and patience, so you may find yourself involved in business planning or managing, which will go well. It indicates also that someone could be nearly retirement, but it's a good indicator for those in business, because it it means cultivation and growth. And it's a good financial and career omen, because you are harvesting the fruits of your labor and the profits and the returns of your investments. So there are a lot of rewards here. There are bonuses that are waiting for you. There are benefits that will not be far away when it appears this card. And I can see also that some of you might get an employment opportunity where you are really being valued in the workplace that you have it. Because if you are hunting a job or considering changing careers, it can indicate that you will be more successful than you anticipate with the Six of Pentacles here. So someone who is in a more powerful position will be generous towards you. And this could take the form of a boss or a powerful business associate, offering you a financial bonus or giving you their time, their support, their advice. So if you are in a business, this signifies gifts and generosity. And some of you might be working in charity or charitable donations. I can see here it's like, I see this Six of Earth, it's right under the King of Wands. And I'm kind of getting the vibe that it's like you are beating the drum and you decide where those money goes, how much the money goes there, and how it's like it's this vibe where you really help the others to get those bonuses and rewards also. So it's quite very interesting here, your energy, pile number 3. And of course, I am curious about this in your comment section if you want to leave comments, because I'm reading the energy. That's what I am doing, and this is what I see. So it's quite interesting to see the feedback of the things that I'm seeing here. I also see that there is this benefactor or beneficiary of generosity, and it's like confirmation, receiving on papers confirmations of some money, but it represents wealth and prosperity. So you as well, you will get the financial rewards that you have earned. So you have been working hard, expect to start reaping the benefits here. And if with I can see here that some of you might have retreated from a job or from an activity that you didn't really like it. It doesn't really have to resonate with all of you, but some of you might have retreated or gave up on a job and went to retreat. With the Ten of Swords here, I can see that it could have been a dead end in the job, and that probably your time in your current role may be ending, or you may be severing ties. But if you were the subject of it doesn't have to apply at all of you, but if you have been the subject of people bad-mouthing you or backstabbing you or really acting strange behind your back, keep your ears open and the eyes with the fox energy here, and be on the lookout for colleagues trying to undermine you, because this indicates that you may have been overdoing it on the work front and pushing yourself to the point of exhaustion and collapse, because both of the cards are giving me this energy of I am tired, I want to go home and I want to sleep, and I'm exhausted of all of those issues that are going on here. And maybe that made you hit a wall at one point, and you needed to take care of yourself, as you will be no good to anyone if you burn out. So maybe something didn't really work out here. So be cautious, don't take unnecessary risk, because it's not a time to gamble. Retreat to rest and regain your energy that you needed to really offer those skills in your work and in your career. So that was my reading for pile number 3. I hope you really enjoy it, and if you like it, please press subscribe and like. so you could get the notification bell when I'm really posting new videos. And see you at the next reading.